started swimming in Glasgow when I was about 4.5, 5 years old. My parents bought me a 6-week learning block, and I didn't actually get in the water until week 6 of that because it was too cold and I didn't want to get in. I think after that initial block, when I eventually did get into the water, I loved it and I never really looked back since then, to be honest. I swam and raced on medley until the age of about 19 or 20, then I really started to specialise on breaststroke. So it's only been this sort of last 18 months, 2 years, I've been really focusing on breaststroke. Breaststrokers aren't usually the tallest athletes. I'm just a touch over 6 foot, which, you know, in breaststroke is actually quite tall. I take a lot of stick actually from the other guys in the squad. I'm one of the lucky ones that, you know, I can pretty much eat whatever I want and not have to worry about putting weight on. I actually find it really difficult to maintain body weight, particularly when we're in a sort of hard training phase. You know, I can be eating up to 6,000 to 6,500 calories a day, which, you know, sometimes I can't eat enough to sort of fill myself up. You know, the 200 is my main event, but it's so important to have the 100 as well, because my front end 100 is a weakness, and it's something I've been working on in the last year. I think I'm sort of trying to adopt those tactics where I need to be out over the first 100 strong, but still maintaining, you know, a degree of control really, and still being comfortable in order to, you know, still make the most of that second 100. I think last season, leading into the Commonwealth Games, the 100 was almost more of a focus because it was a weakness of mine and it was something that I had to work on before Olympic season. I moved to the University of Bath in 2009 because it's one of the best facilities in the UK. We've got the Olympic-sized swimming pool, which, you know, is obviously critical in the lead up to major events. We've got a great support staff network, and we've got great support from the National Lottery and UK Sport, and now more recently through Team 2012 as well, which has been a great initiative and a great help. And you know, I think it shows in the fact that we have all the available support staff under one roof here. Physiotherapists, massage therapists, you know, all the medical staff support and the coaches, so, you know, it all works really well together. The World Championships this year was a huge stepping stone towards the Olympic Games. You know, looking at the stats and the history of the sport, Olympic medalists almost always come from the top 8 at the previous year's World Championships. So, you know, it was a huge stepping stone this summer, and it was important to make that final, and, you know, not just to get that confidence boost and to really put yourself in the frame for Olympic selection, hopefully, and finals and medals next year. There's 3 British guys ranked inside the top 10 in the world with only 2 available spots. You know, it's going to be so difficult to qualify in the first place, but, you know, the other side of the coin to that is if a British male qualifies in the 200 breaststroke, then, you know, you'll almost be expected to make the Olympic final, and, you know, once you're in that final, anything can happen, and it could be anyone's year, I guess.